Okay folks, the weather's a bit of a mixed bag. It's a bit cloudy, it rained a little bit, should I say sprinkled. And basically, yeah, it was really sunny this morning. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, folks. Anyway, let's just get stuck into this. Yeah, folks, things are looking a bit troublesome for me at the moment. Again, I'm in arrears to my bank for this photocopier loan of $50 a fortnight, which sounds like a little bit, but I'm on a pittance. And basically, I also ran up a debt with my telco, my main telco, who supplies the internet that I use to upload these demos and process them and all that sort of shit. So I'm not happy with how things are looking. I'm always riding on a knife edge. It's a real roller coaster ride, folks, trying to get this campaign to go to air on television, and the TV channels couldn't give a flying fuck about me. I'm disabled, so I'm on a disability pension. I work in a disabled employment place, a job where people with disabilities do earn a little bit of extra money on top of their disability support pensions. So really, I hate this disability shit. I really want to shine. I want my material to be recognised. I want to be recognised for what I'm good at, not have to put up with what I'm bad at. I can't work in a normal job. No, fuck, what have I done? I haven't even put the original on the glass. This is really pissing me off and I'm just losing my concentration. So now we're just going to get what we're going to get. It is a box an empty box from rat tests. You know, those things for COVID testing. I flattened the box, I undid it, and then I just put it together. I don't think I put it together properly, but that's all right. It should still look good as a piece. But basically, I'm really getting low on. It's really hard to juggle all this financial stuff. This is what we're interested in, this section here. So I'm really it really stresses me out because I'm a person who hates going into debt. I hate being on the edge financially. It's just not my thing. I'm just not able to tolerate that sort of shit, but I have to because I got no choice. I'm going to hold this down. I'm going to use my camera hand. First, I'm going to just check around the edge there. I'm just going to use the camera hand to press the start button. But basically, I'm really finding the financial side of this campaign really daunting. And I just get the feeling that TV channels who don't care about this stuff. I'm trying to get in touch with a lost partner. His name's Luigi. I'm trying to get this photocopier work to go to air on the 6 o'clock news, and I'm falling on deaf ears. And they don't seem to understand that a person like me doesn't have much funding, enough funds to get me through. I think we need the black toner, even though we're running low on that shit. But basically, it really is difficult trying to make ends meet. It really is, folks. It really is difficult to try and make proverbial ends meet. I'm going to make this into a negative image, I do think, and maybe. But basically, I really feel the blues about what's happening with my campaign, and it really hurts. It's really hard to deal with this low income that I'm on and having to provide as if I've got a higher income. It's really difficult to juggle this shit. It causes stress. And I have to pay $210 off my telco bill. I've already paid half of it, and I ran out of money, and my bank account was declined today, so I can't withdraw any more money or make any more purchases until my pension day, which is this. So I'm really pissed off with the TV channels for not being helpful. They just don't care. Now, I don't know whether I like this. I like that one if it had some black, but we're running low on black toner soon. So I don't know what to do there. But really it's just getting on my goat. It's just really making things hard for me to try and make ends meet. It really is. Going to stay there for some reason. Maybe the red. Red is in the debt. The debt colour. I call it the debt colour. Oh, I know what I haven't done. I haven't set this. Oh, fuck it. I know I didn't set the exposure dark enough. So, no, I don't want that one. We're using this. But basically it's really been difficult trying to make proverbial ends meet. It's really difficult. I'm not rich and I'm not got help. I'm on my own. I do most of this shit on my own, so I'm not I'm not rich. I don't have contacts that are useful. You know, the old saying that my brother used to drill into me when I was young, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And that's come up looking quite nice, actually. So it's not what you know, it's who you know. My brother used to repeatedly drum into me when I was young. Wondering if we could use a different original type. Map may not work in this case. But I really get lonely as well as worrying about finances, because loneliness makes a problem even worse. And I just don't see that these TV channels could fucking give a fig about me. They just want to... They'll end up reporting when they find out that I've suddenly died, that my circumstances have killed me. That'll be the only time. That looks smoother. That's a bit smoother looking, but that looks more well defined. Or maybe we can go back to positive mode, but we might darken it. I was just thinking. So I'm just going to go back to positive mode and I'm going to set myself back here. But basically I'm really getting lonely, and loneliness kills like 15 cigarettes a day, and I don't smoke. I don't fucking smoke. And yet I feel like I just haven't got... I don't have choices in life, folks. I don't fucking have any choices to my existence. I fucking live as I do and I fucking hate it. I want to get married. I don't want to be single for the rest of my life. And I can't find Luigi just by using the old social media, the people power, because people power is a failure. Pedal power, it's like pedaling instead of driving. It's a failure. It's not going to work on its own. Because, that looks really nice. That looks a lot nicer. I do think I might have preferred a bit of a bluer hue, but it looks nice. I think we could work with that. But basically it really gets horribly lonely and I just can't seem to get anywhere. So we just toss this. I'll break the box later and just throw it there for the recycle. But we're going to take the section out of that and enlarge it. But basically it really hurts to be alone, and loneliness is a killer, as I said. And basically I haven't got much time and money. I'm not rich. As I said, I've repeatedly said this, I'm not fucking rich, so I can't afford to end up into this financial free fall. I really hate being in debt. And it does, it upsets me. It upsets me big time to be on this knife edge that I find myself on. I don't enjoy roller coaster rides, as in these types of roller coaster rides. If I wanted to go on a fucking roller coaster, I would go to the Royal Easter Show. That's more fun than worrying about your finances, worrying about sometimes your health goes down the tubes with all this shit. Anyway, that's come up looking quite interesting. I like the shape there, but that looks really quite interesting. Going to leave it on map. I think we're running with it. Actually, no, we're not. I just decided something, folks. Deep breath. We're going to make it anxiety and depression colour. Blue. I actually think. Yeah, that looks interesting. It looks much the same. Not much different. Just a little bit, maybe a little bit darker in some of these areas. It actually looks a bit darker, which is nice. But we don't want it too dark that some of the detail gets lost. Wondering where the centre of the job is going to be. We're going to probably make a couple of what's known as switcheroos. But yeah, at my disabled workplace, we get tested for COVID every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. The workplace has stipulated that we all get tested, which is good. I'm really happy for that. I'm really happy that my workplace has implemented that, because people with disabilities, especially with intellectual disabilities, can be very bad in hygiene. Like they pick their nose, they blow their nose into their hands, they don't wash their hands after going to the toilet. You know, some of those really, really, really simple yet overlooked aspects of hygiene. It's quite gross. You just don't know where they've been, you know, and they live in group homes, a lot of them, so if there's one person creates an outbreak in a group home, bang, you know, it's spread to our workplace, and many of us won't be able to work, and it'll interfere with my, I know for me, it'll interfere with my campaign, having to stay away from work, getting sick with COVID. So it's good to catch this shit before it gets anywhere. And I think we've made this look shit house. For some reason, it doesn't. It looks interesting, but I do see that a different pattern that might look nicer. But basically, yeah, it's really, we do need to get tested, and it's good. It's really a good thing, because we just had a couple of people in the office area, strangely enough, get sick. So I'm trying to line this up. It's not an easy one. Anyway, that's come up looking really, really nice. I think we can now call this demo quits.